San Antonio! Welcome to All Things San Antonio podcast with your host and favorite realtor, Brad Burns, and
your second favorite hosting realtor and also investor, Ken Carter. And we're here with Prince. Yes, Prince. And he said like the singer, but...
Like Prince from Purple Rain.
From Purple Rain.
he spells it a little different though.
So Prince has a restaurant here in San Antonio, Mare E Monte.
Yeah,
right?
Mare E Monte.
Monte Monte. But we always like to start off with, like, because this is all things San Antonio. And
I love it.
We're not all from San Antonio. I'm a migrant to here as a military brat.
Oh, I love you, man.
And so you've also not started here in San Antonio. So kind of give us a rundown of your journey here.
Yes. What's up, San Antonio? It's amazing to be here with you and amazing to be with these guys over here. I couldn't ask for something better today. Thank you. It's a beautiful day. My name is Prince. I'm the owner of Mare E Monte Italian restaurant. I came to San Antonio a year ago. San Antonio is my home now. So I'm from Albania. You can tell in my big head. That's how you tell people from Albania. Came to America 6 years ago. Used to be a doctor of physical therapy.
Okay.
When I came to America, they only accepted me as a physical therapist assistant. I was like, I don't like this much. And I started to work in an Italian restaurant. And that's how I got into food. That's how I got into like cooking. And that's how I got into hospitality. So I liked it so much. So I started to go to Barnes & Nobles a lot, reading books, figuring out everything, how to be a good restaurateur. Moved to San Antonio a year ago, and already feel Texan.
Where did you land when you came to the United States? Where did you land first?
New York.
New York.
Yeah, I went to New York. In New York, it's the biggest Albanian community. Okay. So you always have a tendency to go towards your community. But after a while, it just wasn't enough, man. Like, New York is fun. It's a lot of good food. It's a lot of good activities. But it just got crazy in one point. Like, we survived COVID in New York over there, all those
that
stuff.
Was rough too.
Yeah, man. And I was like, hey, I had a friend in Texas over here. So you always go to somebody that you know somewhere. Like, go somewhere where you know someone. So that's what we did. Like, we came a couple of times. We celebrated 2 New Years in here. And then we decided it's finally time to move to San Antonio.
That's awesome. So Albania, like, I was looking on your, it says Kosovo.
Yeah, it's like if you know about the history of the Balkans over there, like it tells you. I'm talking about the region with. In the past, with a lot of wars and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm Albanian from Kosovo.
How
Sarajevo is like 10 hours from my home, but still, like, I'm talking about the place. I'm Albanian from Kosovo. So I see myself as Albanian from Kosovo because 95% of the people that live in Kosovo, they are from Albania. So they're Albanians. So we're just two separate states with the same people, man.
I asked me in 1988, 1989, my dad told you in the military.
Wow.
We went to Sarajevo and we went to Belgrade, which was still part of Yugoslavia.
Yeah,
and all
I used to be part of that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was a very interesting. This is the first time my dad ever had oxtail soup and stuff.
Wow.
And so, like, it created a whole new love. We even had oxtails this year for New Year's.
I love
it. Oxtails, and it goes all the way back to. I've got a bottle. I wanted to bring it to see, but it's in the attic. But it's from the Sarajevsko Pivo.
Yes.
Each city had their own little brewery. We still have a bottle of that from.
That's fun that you have the Sarajevsko Pivo. Pivo, it means beer in Serbo-Croatian or whatever language is that. Yeah. But it's fun. Yeah, that's amazing, and it's a beautiful region. It's beautiful landscapes, beautiful beaches, but a little bit crazy people. A little bit crazy people. That's the only thing. But still, like I'm proud with where I'm from. We have something in Kosovo that I don't think any other state or any other country has it in the world. We, the most pro-American country ever lived in this world, like outside America. I'm talking about we celebrate 4th of July. Oh, wow. I'm talking about we have squares named after George Bush, or we have a statue of Bill Clinton over there, or we have a lake called Trump. So whatever you like over there, we got you everything. It's Kosovo, man. It's Kosovo. It's all about America.
That's
like,
awesome.
You know, like George W. Bush visited Albania in 2008, the whole nation had off. Like if you see, like George W. Bush was leaving office during that time. He went the tour in Europe. Everywhere was protest. In Albania, everybody cheered him up. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's just we love America, and that's simple as that.
So you had a lifelong dream of wanting to come to the United States.
Oh yeah, I came to United States before I moved to United States. I came to United States a couple of times to visit. Like my first time in the United States was 2014. I went to a small town called Ocean City, Maryland, and that's where I fell in love with America. Like love. Like you see the American way of living. You see the way they eat, the way they go out, the way it's just American lifestyle. And I fell in love with that. I used to work in a restaurant called Shark in the Harbor over there. That's how I learned to do my crab cakes that I sell at the restaurant over there. So yeah, like this probably was my first time like getting to know America a little bit. And then I went back. I came in a couple of times. I came to San Antonio once. And this is how I just fell in love with all this. And in 2018, we decided to move. We got a chance and we came. And we've been thriving and enjoying our American dream.
That's cool. So you've only been here for a year.
6 years.
Oh, but in San Antonio.
6 years in America, 1 year in San Antonio. Yeah.
So tell us more about your restaurant. So it's on there. It says it's Italian with like an Albanian flair.
Yeah.
And we had the chicken parm the other day, which is like the chicken parm is amazing. It's called the Bronx.
It's the Bronx chicken parm because we did it on the Bronx. Like we was living in the Bronx during COVID-19, where me and my wife was like kind of like trying to cook different stuff, and I got tired of chicken parmesan with marinara sauce. Like taste everywhere the same. It's nothing special about that. And we started to put like we pan fried the chicken. We put some vodka on top. And we put some cheese in. On our way to Texas, we thought, let's put some cherry pepper so we make it spicy. So we made the Bronx chicken parmesan Texan.
There you go. And it's got that spicy. It's whenever you see some like a chef, they always say at the end like it needs acid. Always it needs a little bit of acid or salt, and those peppers in there give it a little bit of acid to it. Pickled
peppers is very good. We try hard with everything we do. Like our restaurant just got named top 10 San Antonio new restaurants by San Antonio Express News. What's a big deal to me? Like it's a dream coming true. Like if you asked me 9 months ago when we opened the restaurant, I was like, we need to struggle a couple of years, and it didn't. We struggled 1 month. After that, it started to come up and it started to be good, you know. But it's just a dream. It's a lot of effort going into that. A lot of effort in what we do. Like I'm there all the time. I try to treat everybody like it's their home, and everyone needs to feel like home, and I mean it. Like when I say like home, you come in there, you pick whatever you want, and if you don't like it, we make you something else. You know, like in your home, if you don't like something, you don't eat it. Or you know, like we all about the customer, and as simple as that. And yeah.
Where's that foundation of that? Because a lot of restaurants, sometimes cooks and chefs are like, it's my way or the highway.
I would call it unreasonable hospitality. It's from the books, the hospitality books and everything, and the way just I am. I like to take care of people. When I make people happy, I get happy myself. It's just a joy to do that. And I believe in unreasonable hospitality, going beyond everything for the customer. Like, in whatever you do, if you do restaurants, if you do real estate, if you do anything else you want to do, like you take extra step from everybody else, and it doesn't really hurt a lot, like doesn't even cost a lot, like you just take the extra step. It's just it's the willingness to take that extra step that makes me happy to talk.
That's the second time I heard about that book this week.
Oh,
the
really?
Unreasonable Hospitality.
Yeah.
Someone had to pick that one up.
Who else took?
I don't remember who else told me about it, but second time this week.
The Unreasonable Hospitality book is Will Guerriera. He is the founder of 11 Madison, the best restaurant in the world. Like he founded 11 Madison in New York with Daniel Hum. He's the chef. Like that's the guys that build Shake Shack.
Okay.
That's the same guys, but they're there he put my thoughts into words in a book called Unreasonable Hospitality. He goes beyond everything to help the customer, and it pays off. Like, you probably don't make money that day, but in the long run you're always gonna end up winning.
Yeah, it's less expensive than marketing just to take care of people.
Just to take care of
the
people.
referrals.
Yeah.
It does, and we experienced it when we went over the other day. It's like you can see table hopping going from table to table to table.
I call myself a shark. I'm there just finding what problems are going on with the tables, mainly with the tables. If you don't like your food, is you're not eating it all? Like, if you have a dish that good, even if you're stuffed, if the dish is so good, you're gonna finish it off. You're gonna eat it. Like, if somebody's not eating their food, that means something is not right. And that's the shark's job. Like, I find those people, make them something else.
Find the problem and fix it.
Yes, and fix it. Simple as that. And I really don't mind. I want to take care of people that come in that place. And I want people to be happy and to tell their families, to tell everybody if they can. And this is how we grew.
Is that through word of mouth? Is like that been like your
That's the main thing. Like, we do a lot of other stuff, like, because in the end it's only 9 months.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
Well, I know that we were talking earlier. There's San Antonio, and one of the things I can understand why you would like settle here is because we really support our own in a lot of ways. And you were talking about Bill. I think it's Bill Allen. You were talking about
Alan Williams.
Alan Williams.
No, San Antonio. It's a great city. I never saw a greater city than San Antonio in America, and let me tell you why. People.
Yep.
The people make San Antonio this great. Like, people are so well connected with each other. They're so supportive. And San Antonio has a group with 230 or 240 or 50,000 people in Facebook that restaurants can go on and they can market their products, or people can go on and talk about their favorite restaurants, can post about that. And the admin is Alan Williams, and a co-admin is Susie. They do a great job by helping businesses and just promoting them and just getting them to a point that no other city, no other people in other cities are able to do it. And like, restaurant business is not easy. Mm-mm. I feel easy on that. I feel good on that because I just don't take it to, like, the shot of beer, like whatever the beer, like, to me it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, it's more simple than that. Like, try to cook the best food possible. Try to give the best attitude possible for the people that come in that place. Like, not always you're gonna reach that, but you try all the time. And it's easy. Like, I have fun doing it. The only stressing time for me, and it's the morning, because we don't have a walk-in cooler, we don't have a walk-in freezer, and since that, like, we have to source everything fresh, and that's the most stressful time for me. Everything else, as soon as I have everything in the kitchens, I'm fine. I do it.
So everything comes in fresh daily.
Everything fresh daily. No walk-in freezer, no walk-in cooler. Even if I don't have space to put that. Don't forget, that place used to be a chicken and waffle place, and we made it to a nice restaurant. Like, we are 5-star rated for 1,400 reviews almost.
In 9 months. We talked about that the other day. Like, 1,400 reviews in 9 months is crazy for any business.
All of them for 5.0.
Yeah.
If you asked me 9 months ago again, like, I was like, you guys are off.
Yeah.
Like, what you talking about?
There's restaurants that didn't have 1,400 customers in 9 months. And to get 1,400 5-star reviews in 9, that's...
We usually get like 5, 6 reviews, 10 reviews. It depends, sometimes 20, but it depends. Like 5% of our people review us.
Yeah.
What's fine, like, even like...
Do you do anything to encourage that, or is it just naturally organic?
No. Like, no, we all over, like, we don't send a checkbook. We send a QR code where you can find our Instagram, you can find our website, you can review us in there. Like, you can do all those things because I want to get the feedback. Like, we have 2 1-star reviews and we deserve them 100%. we deserve them. Like, we did a to-go order, we didn't put enough sauce in the pasta. She sent it a picture of the pasta, it was dry. I deserve that 1-star review.
Yeah.
Do I like it? I don't like it at all, but do I deserve it? Yes. You understand what I mean? Like, it's you get what you work for, always.
See, and there's a lot of respect from that. Like, there's of owning up to a mistake. 'Cause, like, there's so much chaos a lot of times in the restaurant. Like, thousands and thousands and thousands of things, and it's like you have one mess up and everything. It's like,
yeah, but you mess it up.
But
a lot of people probably forgive us. Like, we mess up more than that. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But a lot of people forgive us. But still, like, they see that we try and we care. Like, I care about my food. I care about what we do. I care about my customers. I tell everybody, welcome home. As soon as they walk in, it's their first time or the 5th time or 10th time or 20th time. Welcome home. It is home. You need to feel home.
So what's your favorite menu item?
I have a lot, man. Like, like the artichokes, the grilled artichokes. That's one of my favorites ever. It's grilled artichokes with prosciutto di Parma, fresh mozzarella. You got a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. You got some olives in there, and we finish it up with some truffle oil. The whole combination of flavors, and when we get layers of flavors in that, like, it's just my favorite. I ate it one before I came here. I swear to my mother. Just letting you know. Like, I don't need to say this. Just I literally ate one before I came in. So yeah, that's my favorite. It's the appetizer, but amazing dish. Like, I try, like, I put stars on the things I like most, just for the beginners to, like, I want to impress them 100%, and then they will work their way in the menu.
Yeah.
We have a 95% return. In general, people that come in, 95 of them come back.
I wanted to return the same week.
I love you, man.
I've been having to fight myself, like, man,
and I would be lucky to have you over there. So yeah, you know what I mean?
But you know what your hospitality reminds me of? There's a few places in San Antonio that has that level of hospitality. And it's actually the person that introduced us was Jeremiah with PB&J.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jeremiah. I love you, Jeremiah.
Yeah, such a good guy. And when you walk into his place, just like when you walk into your place, it's like, hey, welcome home, welcome, friend. And it's just, like, you can feel the love there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeremiah does something that not a lot of people do, and he has it naturally. Like, Jeremiah is one of the guys that you just want to hang out with. Like, I go there, like, I eat a peanut butter sandwich, amazing sandwiches, but I just like to hang out with him. Like, I like to sit on that corner where he's working, I'm sitting, and we have,
I like to sit
and
there
we
too.
having a conversation over there. It's just having fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just having fun. It's just doing, like, and this is what's amazing about San Antonio. This is what's amazing about this city, because these people, they own restaurants themselves. They have so many things in their heads that they still find the time to support you. I'm talking about so many restaurants, so many restaurant owners that came in here, that came to my place and helped me out. Like, oh my God, I don't really want to start to name them because I'm going to forget half of them. And, so many people that are just amazing, and they're just...
I see that all the time, even within niches of, like, the restaurant and the hospitality community. Like, you take coffee, like the coffee trucks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They are always tagging each other and having this person come in, and you have drop-ins of someone coming over here. All the pastries are from another local bakery somewhere, whether it's Baker Rain or the Cake Thieves. You've got the vegan ones downtown.
Yes.
Like, it's always like, what can I put here to help you out?
But this is San Antonio. No other city is able to pull this up.
Yeah.
Like, no other city is able to do what San Antonio does.
There's the guy that's going to come in after you. He's Lorenzo Gomez. We've had him on a couple times. He's writing a book, and it's called Puro San Antonio, because there's a thing. Everybody talks about Puro San Antonio. I don't know if you've heard it in the year that you've been there. Like, little things like going to the cowboy breakfast downtown, and how we have, like, the largest MLK march. All these little things, and how we treat each other. There's laws of Puro. Everything's like Puro San Antonio. There's the laws of Puro, and he's going to write a book. He said of like all these little laws. Fun. Yeah, and it's great. And it's all a part of that. It's like we support each other. Like, we're all in this together, and there's enough for everybody.
That's very true.
Yeah. What would you say? So I know you talked about that month of struggle. So coming here, opening up a restaurant, switching careers totally.
100%.
What were some of the biggest struggles that you've had to overcome getting to where you are now? So that way, if anybody sees this and they're going through some of those things, they can say, hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
And while you're thinking about it, like the fact that you're quoting, you're talking about books, but like when you first started, it's like you went to Barnes & Noble and you read books.
Yeah, my restaurant, it's a Barnes & Noble restaurant. Like,
That's
every
amazing.
recipe
It's
is
like, it's so easy, right?
somewhere in the books or somewhere, but it just needs, like, take a step. Like, don't, like, take a step to do something to help yourself. Like, you have a marketing idea, you have something that you need to do, something that comes to your mind, or something you see in TikTok, Instagram, or wherever, Facebook. Like, don't let it like, all right, I should do this. Like, take the step and do that. Like, like when I say the first month it was starting, because the first month we just opened up. I never owned a restaurant. Nobody knew me in San Antonio. Like, I used to work as a waiter and that's it. Like, it was the San Antonio Restaurants Group, the one that started to put us up. The people started to talk about us, and like it was a lady, I don't know her name, but I know her daughters is Sabrina and Adria, and they come, like, I forgot her name, I'm very sorry, but they came in here and they posted us in San Antonio Restaurants, and that post got so much views and so much likes. The next day we was slammed, and it didn't stop from them. Like, it didn't stop after that. Like, people started coming and posting about us and posting. And this is a way, and I want to take this time and to thank everybody over there that got the time to post about us, even post in their Instagram stories, in their Instagram, Facebooks. Like, write a comment in the San Antonio post. Like, thank you, everybody, because you are the ones that make this restaurant successful and make this restaurant thrive. And it's just not a restaurant, it's our home.
Are you guys open 7 days a week?
We're open only 6 days
6
a week.
days.
Like, Mondays is our day off. Like, we're thinking to go towards 7 days, but for now I need a day off.
We just talked about that. Mondays are the best times usually for a restaurant to close. There's a lot of them. Like, Mr. Juicy's usually closed on Mondays.
Yes.
Big Lou's Pizza is closed on Mondays.
A lot of times it's just a matter of having enough staff.
The idea is, like, I want to be on, like, for a couple more months or another year, I need to be on top of the game all the time. Like, this is why I'm not letting it, like, I have the staff ready to open Mondays. I have everything ready, and it's not going to affect, like, I probably just going to make more money. But I'm just not ready myself. Right? Yeah. I'm just not ready myself to open Mondays.
But I think that's the thing, though, is you create your boundaries, your rules, and how you want to do it.
Yeah.
And will come those, like we said, will come those days that you're open.
Yeah.
And everybody needs a day off. Everybody needs that time. No,
but still, we need to open Mondays, because Mondays are not a lot of places open. Like, you don't, especially Italians. I don't know why, but all Italian restaurants close Mondays. And, like, we need to be open 7 days a week, because we're paying rent, we're paying bills, we're paying everything. Like, like the air condition doesn't stop Mondays. Like, you know what I mean?
Retail space is retail space. You got to pay space. 24/7.
24/7. Yes.
Absolutely.
So it's all that. Like, why not? But we will get to that. We need couple more works, couple more systems to place. And then we will get to that, and every worker will understand what we want from what we do.
Yeah,
like, we try to hire people that never worked in the industry before, because we teach them our way. We don't get them with the bad habits they can get somewhere else, or not bad habits, but the habits they can get somewhere else. Like, probably they're not bad, but like, just I try to teach them my way of doing things. Like, we super friendly. We don't say no to the customer. We're right there. Like, whatever they need to do, if they want to change everything on the menu, they want to do everything their way. They craving something else that they don't find it in the menu. Let me know what it is. If I have the ingredients, I make it for you. If you want barbecue, I have barbecue next door. If you want Mexican, I have Mexican next door. Like, I get everything they want. Like, I'm here. They skip too many restaurants to come to my restaurant, so I need to respect them.
What are y'all's hours? What times do y'all open? What time do you
We open from 11 to 9:30ish. Like weekends, we open a little bit more later, and Sundays we close at 9. But still, like 11 to 9:30 is 9 o'clock ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the restaurant business is definitely a grind. I think we both.
But it's also fun.
Yeah.
like,
It's fun.
We both
It's
been
fun.
in it. Yeah, and it's.
Oh, you've been in it?
Yeah.
Well, he was at McDonald's for a while.
Yeah, I was at McDonald's for like 11 years.
Wow.
Went from like brand new crew person to 16.
Wow.
Worked way up to GM.
I've waited tables. I owned a pizzeria for a year that just went to shit. Really.
Wow.
It was like it was a.
We're at San Antonio?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a local like.
Very hard to find pizza in San Antonio.
Ray's Pizzeria on McCarty over off San Pedro.
Love it. I heard about those guys.
Yeah,
like,
George and Charbel over there. Great people.
I heard about those guys.
Yeah.
Like,
That one's good, and then Florio's is good
Florio's
as well.
is good. He likes Florio's a little bit better.
Ray's is good too, though.
It's a different kind of pizza, though.
Yeah.
They're different kind of pizzas. I love.
I'm coming from New York, so I need the thin crust,
thin crust.
like all that.
Well, have you been to Florio's?
I haven't been anywhere, man.
They won't. They're the kind. They are so New York. They are so New York. Like the Florio family. They've been in San Antonio. They are a San Antonio stable. They've been around for 30 years probably, over off Broadway, and everything's New York Giants. I got introduced to them by a guy from Connecticut who was that kind of New York attitude.
Yeah.
Man, they have an attitude, but like they treat like it's very New York. And I always I love New York. I'm saying like
don't get me wrong, I like New York too, like to visit.
To visit, yeah. But like the people, I just accept them because I usually figure they're busy or they're not so much so rude. They're just usually busy, and it's like
it's like things
but
to get done.
Sometimes they're almost like a cartoon of that kind of people. Not to say they're cartoonish, but you know what I'm saying? It's like when you can are you a non-player character? Or is this just somebody put in here?
Yeah, no, they're
But
good.
the food's great.
Yeah, and then
Their pizza's really good.
like you ask them for ranch, and they kind of give you that.
They
look,
won't.
like,
Yeah,
they don't
they
have
won't
ranch.
do that.
Yeah,
Don't ask
No.
for a fork to cut your pizza too and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I got it. That's so much New York.
But they will, like, if you go across the street to HEB and buy some anchovies, they'll put them they'll do that if they don't have anchovies at the time.
My idea of service is like if I could
You should.
have a fork and feed you, I would do that. Like I don't want you anything to do. I don't want you to do anything. I do everything possible for you. You just come in there.
He didn't bring the New York attitude.
Like, no. I want you to be treated like a king. Like you paying $1 million in this place. Like you paying $1 million right there, so we're gonna feed you in that way.
You know, and the thing is, I think people take for granted because they don't when they're getting when they get that they don't always get it, but they're always hoping for that type of experience. And I don't think a lot of people take for granted that you really are being treated like royalty. Like 500 years ago, no one was serving anybody unless they had a royal blood in them. Like,
Yes.
And we can go to a restaurant and have someone wait hand and foot, and then we're rude to them sometimes. It's like, what are you doing? It's like it's such a treat and such a privilege to like have somebody just like set food.
We
on.
want that, like, and the whole idea about our restaurant is like we want to be a reasonable priced.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to be that expensive restaurant. Our wine list is like meant to be. I tell like this is a joke, but still like I tell everybody, wine list is cheaper than HEB. You know what I mean? Like I want to be so reasonable priced because I want just the average customer, like just somebody that worked all week or worked all day and didn't have the time to cook and that came to us to spend their hardworking money to not break banks. Like everywhere you go nowadays, they break banks. Not in our restaurant. Like everything is reasonable price. Even the products we choose to have, like we don't choose to have like expensive products to buy, so we sell it for expensive. Really want to be that guys. Like we want to be the neighborhood restaurant that you dress up with a nice shirt like yours, and you come in and just have a blast. Like just take your family, take your kids, and just have a good time. Like I want to be a kid restaurant. Bring your kids in. We love kids. Like I want this family place to be a family place. It's family owned for families. Like like fancy suits. That you're more than welcome, but still like. That's how I dress at the restaurant. You know what I mean? Like I want people to feel super comfortable. I want people to
Neighborhood family restaurant.
Neighborhood family restaurant, and that's my dream. That's who I want to be. That's who I want to hang out with. Like, just come in and have, like, we sell $30 bottles of wine in the restaurant, man. Like, and they're amazing wine. I need to do a shut up over here. Eric Molina, the wine hobo. That's the guy that built the wine list. He's an amazing sommelier, and he built the wine list for us. We have the most unique wine list in the city. That it's amazing, is value wine, reasonable priced. Most of the wines are $30. Amazing.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Amazing. That guy, like, you know, in life you have some guys that you meet and change your life in a good way. Eric is one of them. Like I met Alan is one of them. Like other guys, like a lot of guys that I met, like give you a little push in the long run. It's like, if you read the book Atomic Habits, they talk about a plane that comes from LA to New York. If you only change 1 degree in LA, when you're gonna arrive, you're not gonna arrive in New York. You arrive in South Carolina. Only 1 degree in the beginning. So all it needs you to give you a direction in a different way. After months and years, you're just gonna be in a different place. And this is like, I try to think a lot about that. I try to acknowledge those guys that give me a direction and just worked out for me perfectly.
What's the goal? Like, where does it go from here? Like, what?
Just
5
to
years
have
from
fun,
now?
man.
Yeah.
Just to have fun. I just want to be in this place and have fun and meet more people from San Antonio and meet more amazing people and just have fun. Literally, I don't want to expand. I don't want to do anything like that. Like, I just want to keep this what I'm doing right now, just to keep
this for now.
I don't know what the future brings, but I just want to be around here. I want to have a little bit more time off, so I want to go to a culinary school in Italy. I want to do a couple of other things.
We have one right here.
Yeah, but I want to go, like, I'm talking about not school. I'm talking about courses just to perfect certain dishes.
What's his name?
Charbel Nader from Ray's Pizzeria. He went over to Italy and went to culinary school.
Really?
And he's doing, he really perfected gelato. Yeah. And so he's doing gelato at his.
God bless him. I really
restaurant.
Need to visit that guy now.
Because
the whole idea is like you take an extra step. You take an extra step from that comfortable zone that you're at, and you're probably making money or not, whatever going on, and you go for 3 months in Italy.
Yeah.
And you leave everything behind.
I think that's exactly how long you did 3 months.
Yeah, you go and you do certain stuff. I tried baking, I tried pastries in my life, didn't work out for me. I'm not gonna try again. Like, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
I want to try we just bought an amazing pasta machine, and I want to try to do pasta, sauces. I want to try to do braisings to perfect everything in a way that, like, baking is not for me.
Yeah.
I just don't have the patience.
Baking stuff. My wife went to culinary school.
All right.
And the baking classes were like, it comes down to a science. Like,
it is. I just don't have the patience for that. I'm the guy that needs to run around, like, just to start something and then.
Just throw
big head Albanian.
You just want to add the flavor and go.
Add the flavor and go, like, cook it and try it again like this. Like, you know.
What's your biggest Albanian influence on your Italian? Like, what would you say? Because you say it's
I like people to understand that Albania it's north of Greece and it's east of Italy, like 44 miles from Italy.
And they share a lot of foods, I'm sure.
Little Albanian food, it's a mix of Greek and Italian food.
Okay.
Like, and if I tell you something, it's Albanian. We're doing a wine dinner this Monday. We didn't promote it. We just did it with the people that I had their numbers of. 50 people, and I will have an Albanian dish in there. And I called it Morea. Morea, in the 13, 14, and 1500s, the old Albanians that after they was attacked from the Ottoman Empire, there was like, you know, I don't know if you know the history of that part of the world, but Ottoman Empire used to rule Balkans for 500 years, and in 13, 14, and 1500, Albanians used to move from Albania to southern Italy, Calabria, Sicily, places like this, and they used to sing about their homeland, and their homeland they used to call it Mare. So the dish is going to be named Mare. It's my singing towards my homeland.
That's cool.
And yeah, and we're trying it out in wine dinners, stuff like this. So we tried if we can put it on the menu. You know what I mean? We have a tour of Italy this 27th, and then next month we're gonna be doing a Georgian wine dinner, like Georgian wines. Georgia is the birthplace of wine.
Oh, I didn't
like
know.
You know, Georgia is the birthplace of wine. We have some beautiful Georgian wines. We cooperating with the Air Force guy that went and took some wines from Georgia and brought them to Texas. What's incredible! I'm super excited about that, and I would love to invite everybody.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, Georgian wines, and it's still I don't know if you can cut this, but not a lot of people have balls to put Georgian wines in that. So I'm gonna be that guy. You know,
I like it.
Yeah, I want to have the balls to do something different.
It takes having the balls and having some boldness to go out there and to make it. I mean, otherwise you're just
because nobody knows
six of one,
Georgian
half
wines,
dozen
but
of
it's
the
a
other.
different wines, it's different colors, it's just incredible wine that our wine sommelier picked them, and the guy that is supporting us we're supporting each other by doing that wine dinner with him, 24th of February.
That San Antonio thing, supporting each other.
San Antonio thing, and it's just incredible. I'm super excited.
That's at the end of February, you said? Or?
24th of February, we're gonna do that wine. 27th of January, we're gonna do the Italian wine. We already sold out on that. But 24th of February, we're gonna do the Georgian wine dinner.
Nice. Are you guys doing anything special for Valentine's Day?
We're doing a special menu for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna from 20 tables I have right now, I'm gonna have 44 tables, because we're gonna rent some small tables and stuff like this. So we don't take reservations, so we will love everybody just to walk in. We will take care of everyone, man. We will make it super special to everybody.
You leave money on the table when you do reservations.
I don't know about that. I try to be a person of my word. So if I reserve you a table, as soon as you come in, you need to have the table. And not all the time you're able to do that. And I don't want to be I feel bad if I don't keep my word.
Yeah.
So I decided not to do reservations so far. And it's been working out. People wait online, but still we take care of everybody waiting. And we have an amazing kitchen that are pretty fast, and they get stuff done.
And it's enjoyable. Anything else that you want everybody to know before?
I will only thing that we didn't talk about it, and I would love to talk about is the fact how much I love U.S. military, and it's about that I'm a kid from Kosovo, and in 1999 in Kosovo used to be a very, very big war. And one of the reasons why I moved to San Antonio, it's Military City, USA.
Yes, it is.
U.S. military saved my life when I was only 6 years old in 1999 in the Kosovo War. And I owe my life to U.S. military. I live by the fact that I want U.S. military, veterans and people that are serving now, that you make a big difference in lives like mine and people all over the world. Without them, it couldn't be. The world wouldn't be this way. We wouldn't enjoy everything what we have now. And it's not just Americans, it's everybody in the world, because it's a force that keeps everything intact. And please be very, very, very proud for what you've done or what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Please understand this.
San Antonio is a great military town.
I meet my heroes every day, man. Who else is able to meet their heroes every day? And I do that every day. My heroes are military people.
That's awesome. I have to bring my dad by.
Please do.
I will.
Please do.
Absolutely.
Please do.
Yeah. And I think my favorite part is, from what we've talked about, is when you decided I'm going to do a restaurant. You went to Barnes and Noble. I've been talking to the team. I've been talking to other people in different businesses, and man, whatever you do, your passion is going to match your production. Yeah. And you came in with that passion, I'm going to learn everything I can about it.
No, if I want to be in something, I need to be good.
Yeah.
It's not just being on something just to be. Like I decided that I'm gonna be in the restaurant industry. All right, now I'm gonna be in the restaurant industry. What you need? You need to learn how to cook first. Like I'm not the best like in the line. Yeah, I'll probably slow you all down, like but still like I know how to mix up ingredients.
Make the flavors.
Like make the flavors. I'm not fast like the other guys, like my chef Lorik, by the way, he's my partner and my cousin, and he's the guy that makes everything happen. Shout out to Chef Lorik. He's amazing. But if I go on the line, I'm gonna slow them all down. They probably hate me on the line. But like I have ideas and I try to create and I recreate everything at home, and I try to do sauces at home and do different stuff at home so we can serve it to people out.
That's awesome. Love it.
Well, I'm a big supporter. I loved it. It was great. I'm a big chicken parm fan. I love a chicken.
I love a lot of different stuff, man, that you need to try.
That's my problem. I know my problem is whenever I go to a restaurant and I get something that I really like, it's like
you always go for the same thing.
But I promise I'm going to work my way through.
You need to try different stuff, man. You really need to try different stuff.
You have to let me know about the Georgian wine tasting. I think
100%.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Georgia, it's a beautiful country that they're going through a lot. It reminds me a little bit of what we went through, and they're very pro-American. And I just want to send a message out there. Like we have some wines with a lot of history, and they like whoever will come in, they will see what's up with them. The birthplace of wine. Like I'm talking about a very special place.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks so much for coming on. I
Thank
definitely
you
learned a lot.
so much for having me here. Like I cannot thank you enough, guys, and thank you for doing this. Like the work you guys doing, and like the help you give towards the businesses and the people around this place. It's just incredible. So I cannot thank you enough.
No, we just we love getting the word out. We love because it's San Antonio. It's a small way that we can help San Antonio. San Antonio gives us a ton back.
It shows like people like you make San Antonio this way. So I thank you so very much for this.
I appreciate it.
God bless you guys. Thank you so much. You make it special. God bless you guys.
Do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all haven't checked out his restaurant yet, if you're not one of the 1,500 people that left a 5-star review,
say the address.
Go eat there.
The address.
9390 Hebner Road. It's in Medical Center. It's Floyd Curlin Hebner, right in that corner somewhere. Come join us and let's have a great time. Let's feel like home. We will take care of everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah. See y'all later.
That's awesome.